G'day everyone, we are back.
We're back, baby. We're back.
I'm Harry. Joining me, as always, I want to say Triple H, but Holy One Tapper.
How you going? How are ya?
Good. Coming back, Battle Rep, boys had another crack. Aaron just doing a bit of tournament prep for Trav's upcoming tournament.
Yeah, big Travy in December. First weekend of December. Having a tournament. So
Yep. Down in Brizzy. Somewhere.
Ipswich, I want to say.
Ipswich. The
Yeah.
Switch.
Yeah.
So yeah, Aaron just wanted to test out a couple of different lists. Yep.
Yeah.
So had a crack against me first. We'll bring up we'll talk about the comp because it was a little bit unique. So this just explains why our lists are a bit bit kooky.
Bung eye.
But basically the comp. So first little bit, it's very, very minor comp, but it's just unique. Straight up, maximum 25% or 500 points on characters. So that's just flat. That's not per character. That's a maximum of 500 on characters.
It's total, yeah. So quarter of your army.
Yep.
That's it in the character spot.
Then the 33% on units with fly, which included characters.
Yep.
No duplicates on rare choices. Max of 4 units with ethereal, so not super limiting there on the vamps. But
yeah, it's still pretty lenient, I reckon, that one.
A little bit lenient. Same with the 9 goblin fanatics. So still, I would say somewhat lenient there.
Yep. The character cap sort of hurts them though, because they need night goblin characters for fanatics. So yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Max of 3 models with Wailing Dirge. So again, still maybe a little filthy. As you sort of pointed out, you were talking about a VC list you could potentially take.
Yeah, could do 3. Threes.
Could do 3, yeah. With the Banshees. And then no duplicate magic items.
Yeah.
To stop. Yes. But mainly like that's come out in a lot of comps, mainly for the Ring of Jet. There are a few other ones out there that probably are considered a little bit filthy, but definitely targeting that.
Definitely getting the old Cathay, that one. But
Yeah. So again, a little bit unique, but Aaron decided to take the Renegade Crowns against me, against the High Elves, just to give them a bit of a test with this comp.
Yes, see how they play.
Then we've got, hopefully after this video, we'll do another one. Aaron plays Dylan, as we put in our post. Then he gives the Orcs and Goblins a test under this same comp. So mixing it up a bit. Tournament's this weekend, isn't it?
No, 6th of December. So lists are due this weekend, but I think it's 2 weekends away.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay. So had a little bit of practice, but now you're having a breather after duking it out a bit.
Yeah, that's it.
So we'll start the video. Once we do the video, that's when we're going to talk about our spells and our lists during deployment, just to keep the ball rolling.
Mm-hmm.
The map, Aaron and I just did the usual, what we do, where we just rolled off a square-based map so that it's just random with the terrain. And then Aaron rolled up one of the scenarios from Trav's players pack, and you rolled up.
You wouldn't believe it. King of the Bloody Hill in Toowoomba.
King of the Hill, baby. Yeah, up the tabletop. Yeah. So Aaron and I haven't played that one for a while, so it's good. Well, I was happy with it, as you'll see, but
anything
good fun. Yeah. Rightio, let's kick off the video and we'll talk about lists and spells in deployment. Rightio, so I won the roll off for sides, and you'll see there I'm currently placing down Aaron's already placed his first unit, which was just some archers. I placed my wood down. You'll see where I've put those are my lion wall lions that have gone down there. That's my forest that I've placed down. Yeah. At basically the 6 inches at the hill there, because I have to be 6 inches away from a special feature.
Special feature, yep.
Yeah. So spells we got. Mm-hmm. I just had my level 3. I rolled pretty lucky considering I just literally had 3 spells. So I rolled, just raw dogging it. So I rolled up Walk Between Worlds, Fiery Convocation, and I rolled up Fury of Cain, which I swapped out for Drain Magic. So that was probably the best combination of spells I could have rolled up against you.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, so my spells, so I've got a level 3 Outcast Wizard, and he rolled up Steed, Gathering Darkness, and I swapped, I want to say, just a random spell out for the summoning for him.
Yep.
And then I've got 2 level 1s. One had a Ruby Ring, and they just both took the summoning from Demonology.
Summoning. Yeah, you were pretty keen just to pump out the magic missiles, especially against the elves, because that strength 4 is quite effective.
Elves, yeah, it's quite nice.
Yeah. Okay, so obviously the deployment. Aaron's just literally dropped three arch units down. I put down the war lions. Mm-hmm. Now I've got the proxy on my very far left flank there. I've got the lion. That's a lion chariot. That's my lion griffin proxy model. Then I put a great eagle there behind the impassable terrain. The rest of my list is I've just sort of based on the comp. While we're having a bit of a discussion there, I tried to go with the dragon. I've used the Archmage because I wanted to have some magic defense, but what that means is I've sacrificed my leadership. I'm just leadership 8 across the board.
Risky, very risky.
Yeah, bit risky, but I wanted to sort of put you under the pump with a list, like within that comp restriction. I wanted to put a bit of a hardish list, as hard as I can go with the Warhost. Yeah. Sort of standard for my core. I've gone the 2 units of Woodsman, 21 White Lions. Changed to the Rampaging Banner this time because I just wanted to try and get some charges off, I guess. And the Lion Center didn't, with Veteran, I didn't feel I really needed that. For a bit of fluff, then I just went the 3 Lion Chariots, 2 War Lions for some chaff, Great Eagles for some chaff, and then a big unit of Sisters and a Bolt Thrower because I couldn't take a second unit of Sisters, so I just wanted a bit more shooting.
I like it.
Yeah. At the moment with the deployment too, you've plonked down a Doomseeker. He's in between some archers there, you can't quite see it. And then I've put down, because I'm going for the hill with the lions, it's quite, everyone knows that's what I'll be doing, so I just plonk the white lions down. I sort of keep them back because I'm trying to mitigate if you do get first turn. I don't want you to be able to shoot too much at me. So I sort of figure if I'm back and the organ gun and stuff can't get me, then I can then I'll push for the hill after I've sort of walked off a couple of turns.
Nice.
You've decided to deploy your Outriders, the ambushing unit.
Yeah, so one unit had ambush, and I decided just not to ambush since they're a core unit, and I need a core unit to contest the objective. So can't see the point in ambushing. So there they are.
Yep.
Yeah, I've got 3 units of 6. 2 have reserve move, and they're sort of like me character bunkers for the wizards, so they can go in there, cast their spells, and then reserve move out.
Very undead of you, isn't it?
Pretty much. I like the reserve move. It's bloody good. It's cheeky.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So a bit of a brief look over the rest of your list. So you spoke about your casters.
Yes, I'm trying out like a
double spell.
double, so he can pick one of his spells and cast it twice. And he's got the staff, so he gets +1 on the assailments and magic missiles. So +3 on the summoning's nice. So he can spam that one out twice, which is quite cool on a horse. And he's got the Noble Outlaw, so that's pretty cool. Just makes his unit immune to panic and gives him an extra leadership. So I'm leadership 8 general as well with him. And I got another Noble Outlaw Outcast Wizard with the Ruby Ring. So he just sits in a unit, the other unit of Outriders. They can't panic. And then I've just got a Tomb of Midnight Outcast Wizard. So +1 to cast his Demonology spells. So +2 for him. Yeah, but it does make him a loner, so he has to just run around by himself. That one there. Nice and cheap though, like 70 points. Like, just cheap. They're all pretty cheap. Yeah.
Yep.
And yeah, so the 3 Outriders, brace of pistols on all of them with heavy armor shields. So they're 4-up armor, which is quite cheeky for core.
Yeah. It's good.
And then 3 units of 5 archers, just with warbows. So nice and cheap. Just drops, I guess, because I kind of want to see where I like having second turn in most matchups. So I like having a lot of drops. Just try and out deploy people. But
yeah, I think it's been a common theme for you lately. So, and as I said, you'll sort of turn 5, turn 6 always are your stronger points in a game. Like you sort of set up quite well for that.
Yeah, I think so. And then I've got 3 units of 5 veteran free blades. So these are the heavy cav, the heavy hitters. So they're 2-up armor, strength 6 veterans on the charge. So that's pretty. The idea is just to shoot stuff and then mop up with like these guys. That's the idea of the list. And I've got a Border Prince Bombard, which is probably the best war machine going in the game. An organ gun, just extra shooting power.
Just because.
And then, just because, yeah, might as well. I'd love a second more Bombard there, but I can't in the comp restrictions. Yeah. And I've got in the mercenaries, because these are renegades, I can take all the mercenaries. So I've got 2 Doomseekers and a big, dirty Bone Grinder. So, yeah.
Damn.
Pretty
Very
cool.
good. So just catching up then on the deployment, you'll see I've placed a line chariot on my right flank, just behind the hill there. Again, just sort of thinking, depending on where you decide to put a lot of your shooting and magic missiles, I want to sort of weather turn 1, turn 2. I put some woodsmen, the non-ambushing unit, behind the white line unit there near the forest.
Mm-hmm.
Bolty and chariot and other line chariot now they're in the middle of the field, again, quite a distance back. And then you've pretty much just loaded that right flank up with all your knights.
Yeah, man.
Your right flank.
Going for like a sweeping sort of deployment with those guys. All the shooting in the middle.
Yeah. And it's very obvious straight up that the King of the Hill is a bad scenario for you against my Warhost list. So you're sort of like, you're trying to use your core to go for the middle and then maybe a dirty big flank to try and sort of overwhelm me a bit.
Yeah, just to push you off a bit, maybe.
Yeah.
Because I've only got the 3 units who can contest it, and they're all pretty fragile. So
very fragile, yeah.
They only have to lose 2 of them, and then they drop below the 10. So
yeah. Even with the 4-up armor, they're pretty very fragile.
Bloody
and
fragile.
Small, they're just small units, right? So they're
small units, yeah.
Yeah. One thing we didn't mention too is that this game we do have multiple camera angles, so you'll see the camera and light in the background there. We'll switch over once the game starts.
Switch them over, yeah. Got the top down.
Which was cool to try out. So this is me dropping my sisters now. Yeah. And I'm super cautious with the sisters because I don't have any magic missile defense on them. I don't have any Lawmaster Cloak or magic rares, and I'm thinking, man, a couple of magic missiles on them and they're gone. So
Marcus.
Yeah. So I was thinking to myself, because you hadn't even really placed your other fast cav units down yet,
Yeah.
all your war machines. So I was like, oh shit, I sort of have to really place the sisters strategically. Otherwise, if you do win first turn, which you never do against me for some reason, I'm thinking, yeah, I've got to be really careful here because if he gets first turn, he could delete that unit real quick. So
I
you'll
think I
see
have
me,
to
yeah,
start playing Brentonians just so I can just pray all the time.
just pray.
Since I never get, just so I never get
Against me,
first.
I don't know what it is. You just, I don't know, like, touch wood. It's like the last 10 games we've had, I swear I've had first turn every time.
Yeah.
It's nuts, man. It's nuts. It's almost like either of us don't know what to do. If you were to go first and I was to go second, we'd just be like, don't even.
It's like, oh shit, what do we do now?
Yeah. And you do put down, we didn't mention, you did drop another Doomseeker down in between those archers while you were sort of loading up.
Yep.
More fast cav coming down now. This is one of your reserve movement units.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be bunker potentially bunker your level 3, your Jenny.
Yep.
I've really tried in these last 2 games that we've played against each other, really tried to... there's old Daff.
There's
the
Daffy.
mascot. There's and the
That's
chairs.
the
You set up
the cat stadium. Yeah, Mumford's on the chair. Mumford's on the chair, chilling.
The cat stadium. Well, I had a good laugh at that when you said that when I came over and you're like, I've set up the cat stadium.
Otherwise, they jump on the table and go silly.
They do. They love to. Love to destroy some high elves.
Yeah.
So I put the Archmage there again behind the forest. So because I'm obviously targeting the King of the Hill, and I've put the forest there, so I'm like I can minimise his line of sight for a turn 1 at the very least, and sort of go from there. And then you put the big bone grinder down on that flank.
Yep.
Because he can just he can just pretty much put pressure on all of that. He's not too he's a bit of a random.
He's not too real worried about most.
Not
of
overly,
that
no.
stuff.
I don't think you were. And if he gets into combat with the Star Dragon or whatever, it's going to come down to the dice. You're either going to sort of roll well and he's going to sort of bomb me, or he's just going to die. So it was a good chance for you just to chuck him there and cause a bit of havoc without sort of worrying too much.
Just sort of a threat to keep you away from that hill, I guess. But yeah.
And so your war machines went down on the hill on the far right flank. You've just moved that hill. We've just got the mat down there. So you put your cannon and your gun down, because this is just you dropping now. You got your Jenny in the middle unit of fast cav. You've got you put a level 1 here behind your bone grinder, because you kind of think, I want to sneak him out. He gets the +1 for the summoning, so you kind of want to sneak him out and have some pot shots with the magic missile.
Threaten your sisters a bit, yeah.
Yep. There's the Vanguard for the
Seekers.
Doom Seekers. Ooh, there we are. Right, yeah. So there, I rolled a 4 for first turn, and Aaron, in his true style, rolled a 1.
Standard.
Yep. So high off turn 1, straight into it. So I cast Drain Magic straight up, roll nice and high, roll a 10 there.
Yep.
You have a crack at dispelling it. You just have a faded dispel on that one because everything's out of range. Yep. And you fail. So again, this is you having quite a fair bit of magic, and level 1s as well. I was like, Drain Magic could cripple you here.
Yeah, that was very pivotal, I think. That Drain Magic.
Yeah, my spells that I rolled up, considering I only had 3 spells at level 3, I definitely rolled the best combo for this matchup. It was it was very lucky. Obviously, Drain Magic is a 6, so I was always going to get that. But
you're always going to get Drain, yeah.
I was always going to get Drain, which I knew was going to be huge against. Which is the only reason I had the level 3 on the Star Dragon, because I was like, just a bit of magic defense. I didn't really care about the rest of it, because I had the triple save on him anyway. So I didn't really care about Walk Between Worlds or anything else. They were just nice to haves.
It's always nice to have just in case people have a illusion
Oh, for
wizard hanging
sure.
around. Like, yeah, you always
Yeah,
need a bit of magic defense. But
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. That's what I was thinking. I was like, all I need is just a bit of. Um, whether I sort of took this list to that type of tournament, I don't really know. Um,
oh,
so this
what
is
was that?
me casting Walk Between Worlds, and I rolled miscast.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
Went back to back, double one, double one.
Bum, bum, bum.
So large blasty. Thank God it's not
Mm-hmm.
eighth ed where you just get sucked into the vortex.
Into the warp. Yeah, shit.
Yep, that would have just been GG right there. Video over.
Reroll.
Yeah. So I do a wound on the mage, but I managed to save it, of course, with the trip. And
Nice.
then the partial on the woodsman, it doesn't wound. I roll a 1 to wound on him. So
Nice.
walk it off, and it doesn't stop me from casting the other spells. Half your luck. We do spend a bit of time this game. When I was watching it back, it was quite good. We made sure we actually read some of the rules this time that we didn't know. Like we spent a bit more time nutting it out.
Double
And-
checking. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely in the early turns too. Aaron helps me out a bit, gives me a bit of coaching with some things because he's already thinking about certain things. So there's times when we stop and have a good chat about a couple of tactics, and Aaron helps me out with those
Yep.
because I'm prone to the odd error, and he bloody pumped me last game, so he was giving me the benefit of giving me the
Need a bit
benefit of the doubt
revenge
this game,
time. Yeah.
helping me out a bit more. So here again, obviously my tactic's just going to be push for the hill.
Yep.
But again, I work on sort of limiting your first turn of shooting. So I just stay. Your organ gun's a fair way away. So I was kind of like, look, I can sort of half push here, and I don't have to. I can still stay out of range of most of you. A lot of your shooting and a lot of your magic missiles.
Yeah,
So that's what
sometimes
I
you
do.
don't have to go full ball. You can just check,
Yeah,
double check. Yeah.
that's me rolling DTs for the white lions, and I love a good DT. But that time I
Yeah,
walk
you
it
love
off.
the woods.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, they
Love a
give
good
you
DT.
free wood in the Warhost, so you sort of use it, and then you just end up half you guys just end up.
I know. It's
They're like the hurdle runners that just clipping their knees
Yeah.
on the hurdles at the Olympics.
because all the tournaments in Queensland use forests as dangerous, whereas I think it'd be good for 'em- I think it'd be good for it just to be difficult. I reckon, like so you don't have to trip over.
I've never
and-
sort of now that you say it, I
'cause
never.
it slows the game down too, taking all these DTs all the time and like it just
I never sort of thought of it that way. That we just automatically play it as dangerous.
because all tournaments play it as dangerous.
always,
So
yeah, we just always have,
So-
right? Like it's
yeah, it'd be good to get rid of it. I think, but
give us a chance, you'll see this game. I'm just rolling bucket loads of DTs like right through till
yeah, just DT
turn
all the
5.
time.
You'll see, and there's times when we just forget it, and I go back and roll it. Like it's just 'cause I'm just rolling endless amounts of DTs.
Yeah.
So you're right. I didn't even think of it that way. I just always thought Forest, because even in 8th, we just always played dangerous.
Yep. Yeah, we just played dangerous. Yeah. It was. I think it was only the poison for us to do like hurt you too. I think if you rolled up the poison one, but yeah,
I can't quite remember.
yeah. So yeah,
he obviously pushing
mate.
the. Oh,
No, you're right, bro.
just pushing the sisters up here. Gonna have a crack at your first turn. You had your archers there to sort of block line of sight. But I get a bit cheeky here and lucky at the same time.
Yeah, the pin cushions, the old archers.
Yeah.
Yeah. They are
So I wanted
skirmish, but I've deployed them like that just so you can't see through them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was a real so here I'm pushing I'm going the dragon up. I want to get in range. I want to stay just outside your 24 of your level 3 so that you can't you can only use your level 1 to have a crack at drain magic next turn.
Yep.
So I wanted to be outside of 24 for you at the start of your turn, but if you were to come in, if you wanted to do any of your magic missiles, you would have to push inside my 24. So I wanted to sort of have my cake and eat it too.
Mm.
And we do something quite funny here. We were talking about the forest about the dragon copying the neg one for the forest.
Mm.
And all I do is move. I don't march.
Yeah,
because I
you want to
lumber.
drop a...
Yeah, but we say
want to lumber.
we both say my movement's only 8, so we took off 2 inches instead of the 1. We were thinking if I march, it's -2, right?
Yeah,
technically,
true.
yeah. But it doesn't
Even
really.
if you don't march, it's... Yeah, I get you.
It's only -1, so it would have been. But
Yeah.
I mean, watch an inch, right?
Mm.
Game of inches.
That's it.
Look at these DTs, more DTs.
DTs, far out.
Especially with the fact I've got rerolls, like I'm just rolling endlessly.
Yeah,
So
it's
anyway,
just pointless.
that was the DTs for the sis. Well, it's not, because I end up losing a few here and there. So the sisters are fine, that one. So I have a bit of a... After my last game where everyone was tripping over themselves, get a bit of luck this time. Dragon passes his DT as well.
Yep.
Just trying to keep that line chariot out. I know you're just going to cannonball the line chariots off. They're just easy points.
Yeah. 4 wounds.
Yeah. That's the hard thing with taking a list like this with the high elves, even under, when I sort of had the better list for this scenario and everything like that. A lot of my stuff on the table's sort of quite squishy for your shooting output.
Yeah,
so
whenever I'm thinking of a list, I'm like, oh, this is just going to get cannoned off, so why do I bother taking it?
And that's exactly what I think with the line chariots in this game. I just think, I was just protecting them the whole time. So,
yeah.
But anyway, I kind of wanted something with a bit more speed because everything was quite slow except for the dragon.
Yeah.
So I wanted something with a bit more oomph.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't moved the dragon. Like you can see the dragon base is up in front of the sisters, but I've left it out the back there for a sec. I think I'll fix it up shortly. Little lone chariot out the other side there. My one with the wings looks like it should be able to fly 10, but it doesn't. I wish. He's again. I'm thinking, shit, he's just going to get cannoned off here, but I still place him like sort of there off the forest, thinking if you sort of want to try and come trundling down that flank, or if you overscoot it, I can maybe have a crack at the war machines. But at the same time, I'm thinking, if Aaron can't get a cannon on something else, he'll just pump that thing off straight away.
Mm.
And again, first couple of turns, I'm maybe overthinking it a bit more this time because that last game with you, I had a game in between where I played a lot better, but I still have nightmares about that. Where my first couple of turns weren't overly thought out that well, and I got pumped. So now I'm a bit more thinking a bit more in a bit more depth, even though I have the upper hand with this King of the Hill scenario.
Yep.
And a dragon on the table that you can't really kill.
That's one problem with the Renegade Crowns is without the cannons, they don't really have an answer to these monsters.
If you had 2 cannons, very different.
Yeah, 2 cannons can solve it.
Far more cautious. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, so cast the pie plate. You try to dispel it with your level 1, but you fail.
Yep.
I put it on the archers here because I'm like, if I can clear them out, I can shoot him behind with the sisters.
Mm-hmm.
And you sort of were thinking, oh shit, I didn't really think of that. Well, I got lucky with my roll because I rolled high.
Yeah.
And I killed 4 archers, and now you're like, oh shit. You actually jokingly say here, as soon as I kill 4 archers, you're like, oh, GG. Because you were like, oh no, now these sisters can just pump me outriders.
That's right. I was like, oh shit. Because
Yeah, yeah,
at first I thought you were targeting my general's unit too, and I was just like, oh fuck, that's game
yeah,
if you kill the
yeah,
level 3. Yeah,
yeah. Because we talk about this, like I shoot, and you just automatically thought I was shooting at your Jenny's unit.
yeah.
Um, but I don't think I could really. I wouldn't have been able. All of them wouldn't have been able to see your Jenny's unit. So
Nah, when we had a look at it, maybe like only 6 sisters could
yeah,
see
it
the
was
gen.
definitely yeah. And I
Yeah,
actually rolled really well here, and I'd already said I'm shooting at your ambushing unit. Um,
yeah,
so because here you'll see I roll actually quite well. The bolty
yeah,
misses. Um, the high sister misses, but then yeah, I roll 3 sixes, so 3 gone, and then 1 at AP1, which you flat fail. So I kill 4 straight up. And yeah, so you moved them away from your Jenny's unit, and you're like, oh, yeah, that's GG.
yeah,
But I was like, nah, I was shooting at the other unit.
yeah,
Because then I
yeah,
said to
yeah.
you, I go, oh, is that one big unit? Because you were kind of like, nah, they're all the same. But yeah, no, I shot the other
Yeah.
guys. So your Jenny's unit's still okay.
Yeah, because that red horsey, that's me level 3 there,
Yeah, that's the
attached to
general.
that unit. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
When we
And,
this is us
and you
just
were
having
kind
a
of like,
look.
yeah, you can see them, but I couldn't. Like, not with everyone, I
Yeah,
couldn't. So we just went
yeah,
with what I originally said and shot them
yeah.
off. They passed their panic check because they have
Past
to
their
panic back
panic.
in. Yep.
Yeah, the other 2 don't, which is nice.
Yep. The Bolty here, I have to look the rules up because I haven't used a Bolty in forever. And I
Mm.
go to multi-shot, and we both have no idea what the multi-shot.
I think this is the
What?
first time I've ever seen a bolt throw like a
Oh
high off
man,
one.
I just I just threw it in there because I wanted more shooting, and I didn't have the sisters, so I was like, oh,
Get
just
him in
chuck it
there.
in there. I just chucked a bit of everything in there because
Bit
of
everything.
that
The
comp.
comp.
So
Yeah.
yeah. Um. So yeah, we have a look at the multi-shot. I shoot at the night unit that I don't get cover, so the middle night unit. Here I am just because I've got my phone available this time.
Yep.
Just looking it up. Because the big thing about the thing that really sucks about the Bolties, the points, it's really expensive compared to the sisters. But for the
Yep.
multi-shot, you cop the multi-shot neg. So straight
Yeah,
up,
yeah.
yeah. So I
That's the
get 5
first time
shots.
ever because they never
Yeah,
copped the
never.
multi. Yeah. Yeah.
No. So I needed 5s to hit you at long range. Yeah, long range multi was 5s to hit.
Long range multi. So yeah,
Yeah.
5s.
I do one. I roll a 6 for a wound, so that'll be AP1,
Yep.
AB1. But you saved the armor here, I think. Yeah, you've already rolled it and you
Yeah, because
saved
they're
it.
2 up those
Yeah,
knights. They're pretty tanky.
save that one. You just attempted to dispel drain magic with your level 1, but you fail.
Yep.
So this proves pretty clutch. One thing I didn't consider here, because I was so badly wanted to stay out of your 24 for your D-spell attempt, was your Steed of Shadows. So obviously drain magic wasn't in range of your Steed. So you cast Steed here on one of the Doom Seekers.
Seeker. Yeah.
Yep. Which I thought was very clever, because obviously it's only on infantry only.
Infantry only, yeah.
For those Chaos and Beastman players out there.
Yeah. Very good spell. Very good spell.
Infantry only.
Infantry only. Bloody hell. Bloody hell.
So it goes
I
off.
think
You
I
tried on the.
cast it again. Yeah.
Yep.
Because
You try to
my
crack on.
magic missiles are out of range of everything, so might as well try.
Plus, you sort of figured
cast
you're
it
going to
again.
be in drain magic. It's going to pump you
Yeah.
anyway. Like it's going to screw you a bit.
Yeah.
But you fail the second attempt on the other Doom Seeker. Thank God. They are
Just little hand grenade buggers.
They're good. Yeah, they're really good
Yeah.
chaff because they're like the perfect chaff because they've got a good little bit of damage output. And then if someone
Yeah, you don't want to
your
kill
opponent-
them because
Yeah.
they're worth no
and
points.
well, if your opponent
Yeah.
shoots them to kill them or whatever, that doesn't matter. You get the
They're
point.
not shooting at your
Well,
other stuff, man. Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
you don't get the point.
yeah.
So when you dropped him in behind there, I was like, oh shit.
Now I got to deal with him.
Yeah. we obviously didn't mention too at the start of the game. You had your mercenaries. You didn't roll ones for any of them, obviously.
Didn't roll the ones on them,
Yeah,
thankfully. Yeah.
on the
The
3 mercenaries.
misbehaving
So
mercenary.
yeah, because that was done. You just rolled that at some point there during deployment or something.
Yeah.
So Giant goes forward. He stubs his big toe on a tree trunk.
Yeah, he rolled one for DT, that bugger.
Yeah, he copped that. This is you're going to push. You're obviously going to push the middle there because you want to see if you can sort of contend on the secondary somewhat.
Yeah, maybe stop here for 1 or 2 turns contesting it. So, yeah.
And a big thing, there with the Knights was quite unique. You were looking at ambush blocking me on the war machines there because I've got my ambushing woodsman unit still to come.
Yep.
So you were sort of thinking about that, like how you can best sort of stop me from collecting easy points with the woodsman.
Yeah, because I definitely need a cannon in this matchup. It's probably the only way I'm really going to collect points. Yeah, with that guy.
Put a bit of pressure on me.
Yeah.
Because the organ comes forward. Because it's a fair range.
Yeah, it's like the dwarf one, so it's 30-inch range.
30, so, but you're still a fair way away from me because I deployed everything on my right flank. You were like, oh shoot, I'm like, I could potentially spend 2 turns here with no shooting. So you move it forward.
Yeah. Yeah, if you can't shoot it, you might as well move it. So, yeah.
We talk about there, I just reminded you that the woodsmen are skirmy, so they could just charge your Doomseeker. So now you're just like sort of moving him around a bit, thinking about what you want to do.
At least you take DTs if you want to.
You thought that was strength 4. You thought they were only strength 4 in combat, and I was like, no, they got the axes, and you're like, oh, okay.
I was like, Jesus.
Yeah.
Strength 6 core, man. Bloody hell.
Yeah. So then you just push within the inch so that we're striking at the same time if I do charge you. So you're still going to do the damage. Yeah. So you're like, I'll just go there, and then if you kill me, I'm still going to go out with a bang.
Yep.
Cannon,
he's the big dirty cannon.
Yeah. Cannon has a crack at the middle line chariot, the one that's near my white line unit. And you do 2 wounds.
Nice.
Luckily. But then you roll your ruby ring.
Ruby ring.
I should have saved my faded spell for. I didn't even think of that. But you roll pretty high anyway. You rolled a 8 on it, and then you roll 6 hits. And then, like all good line chariots, you rolled 4 wounds because it's only tough 4. And take him off.
Take him off?
Take him off. Gone. First blood. Oh, no.
First blood?
Yeah. Well, first points.
Oh, for me anyway.
Yeah.
First points.
First points. So that hurt. I was just like, there we go. 3 line chariots. One's gone straight away. They just got big, dirty, big targets on their head because they're 125 points. And they're only tough 4. So everybody just looks at them and goes, oh, well, that's easy points, that is.
Yes, please. No point
trying
to stick at the dragon.
Yeah, they're like, may as well, they're like the same price as a bloody Chaos Spawn. Just about. Crazy stuff.
And then, because I got reserve move, I get to bloody go for gold.
We love the reserve move.
Yeah, it's
this is funny here. Yeah, because we... you do end up shooting your archers at the lines too, because you sort of you did your reserve move and you're like, I just want to shoot the white lines, but it's like you needed 7s or something to hit them, I think.
Yeah, because they move and long in cover.
Yeah.
So reserve move behind the hill, but then I realised you got your bloody pie plate.
Yeah, we talk about that. Yeah. It's funny. We have a good... Because when it goes into my turn, so you get the King of the Hill point that turn.
Yeah.
So you could grab the first one, which is what you were sort of trying to do. You were just trying to get up on there and try and get as many turns as you can.
Yeah, just limit the damage.
So here we go. This is where you're like, it's yours. And then I said, I've still got my pie plate. And you're like, And then you're like, you're like, oh yeah, good sportsmanship there, man. Telling me when it's your turn. So we had a laugh about it because I was like, oh man, I'm just going to pie plate them next turn. And you're like,
I was like, ouch. Yeah, you gotta
yeah.
always remember. Yeah, it's nasty.
So then you spread them out because you were kind of like, oh, that'll just kill that whole unit if he gets that off.
Yeah, the AP2s, strength 4 AP2s, like
Strength 4 AP2, we just
really
as I said,
good.
it was a good spell to roll up against you, because it was just it was always going to hurt you.
Yep.
So then but after you've readjust them into my turn, here we're just talking about. I was just asking you what the Doom Seekers stats are like, because I was sort of weighing up whether the Woodsman just charge the Doom Seeker or whether I just try and shoot him off the backfield there. So we just had a bit of a chat about that.
As a rule of thumb, you don't really want to charge stuff because charging stuff and it going worse, like as a lot can go worse
but then
in the combat phase than shooting.
But then you'll see what happens. See what happens when after I make a decision. But now I did roll my ambush successfully again. The pressure is on. I was sweating here because I screwed my ambush up last game. Well, I didn't screw it up, but it affected me. So I really think about it here. I'm like, the obvious thing that most people will go for with an ambush is your war machines. Because it's like, I'll go over there and I'll put pressure on your war machines, right? But I straight away, if the number one thing Aaron loves in this game is a breath weapon, the number two thing that Aaron loves is a bloody great shot from the cannon. It'd be like number one would be a breathy and number two big. So they're both. So immediately I was like, oh, if I put my Woodsman over there, he's just going to grape shot me at some point, and
there's
just
some
take
nights you probably end up losing them anyway. So you might as well.
Well, because you had your Outriders there too. You had Outriders. Yeah. So I knew that you'd sort of set up that way to sort of bait me a little bit, like, hey, look, come here. Your Woodsman can get these war machines, but I'm just going to pump you off next turn.
Yeah. I find a lot of time if you give people options to go, it looks like a good place to go. Sometimes it's
really you sort of
not.
did. You sort of you're like, oh, you can go there if you want, but for everyone who versus Aaron in the tournament, heads up now. Watch out for the grape shot.
Watch out. I can't move in grape shot though.
If he grape shots you in the tournament, you should have watched our video.
Should have clued on early, mate. Clued on.
So I take the much smarter option here, and I deploy them on your back left table.
Yeah.
Or back right for the viewers. Because I was like, oh, I can just move up here and kill that mage. Because he's naked.
Yeah, he's naked.
And I'm strength 4. Yeah. And then straight away, you kind of like, oh, yeah, good move. He didn't fall for that trap.
Yeah. Because you're still getting points and you're taking a magic missile off me. So
yeah.
I think that's...
And then my guys aren't in sort of dangers, in harm's way either over there. Like, there's nothing really that can do anything to them from that distance.
Yeah. Good call.
Yeah. Took a bit more time that time to do it because I just had PTSD from last time. Casting Walk Between Worlds again. Fail on my first roll. And then I was having a bit of a think about the re-roll because I knew the pie plate was important and I wanted to save the re-roll for the big pie.
Yeah.
The old Big Dad's pies.
Yeah, mate. The Domino's extra large.
Extra large. So here I was just asking you, before I re-rolled for walk, or didn't re-roll, I was asking you about the cannon, like shooting the cannon through the hill.
Yeah.
So
I can guess it on the hill, but if it touches the hill, it just stops.
It just stops. Okay.
Yeah.
So
I can, if I can see on the hill, I can guess that point and overshoot it, but it'll just stop if I hit the hill. Yeah. So
because I had a game against the Nuln list when when that sort of first FAQ came out, and I had my Griffin behind the hill, and that person was like, "Oh yeah, I can just guess on the hill and bounce over," and he killed my Griff. And
as long as the cannonball doesn't land on the hill. Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as the cannonball doesn't land on the hill. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
which it
all
did,
good.
and I asked that. I said, "Oh, can it bounce off?" And they were like, "Yeah, they can." So,
Yeah, but they changed
yeah,
that
I thought
rule.
so.
Yeah,
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 which is a bit janky because in my head I'm like, "Oh, sweet, well, I'll just be able to sort of move behind the
yeah.
hill."
I
Little bit
think they
janky, but
needed. Yeah, they cannons are a bit brutal. I think one way to
yeah,
fix it is you have to see your target. I think that's the only way to fix them. Is you
yeah.
have
The
to see
eighth ed,
your target.
I think so too. Yeah, the eighth ed balanced the cannons really well when they FAQ'd that and said, "Oh, you got to be able to pick a target to shoot at them."
Yeah,
Um,
because
so
even if you're hiding behind a forest, people just pick a point in the forest and then
yep,
they just
yep.
overshoot it
We
into you.
Yeah,
So
we spoke about that
yeah,
multiple times this game where I was trying to sort of like move around the forest but be with outside the 10 where you can but yeah, I think
yeah.
as the nerf with drag monsters keeps getting tighter and tighter, you know, I think Games
Cannons
Workshop are going to
will
have to be
start.
careful with gun
Yeah,
lines, yeah,
yeah.
because gun lines will
You don't want to.
slowly start to
Yeah, especially with
creep
those
in because they're
Cathay ones that can shoot
yeah,
bloody twice. Yeah,
oh, absolutely.
yeah.
Oh, look at that! I'm rolling more DTs for the lions.
Deep fucking bloody DTs.
And then the dragon, so just wasting a bit of time there. But luckily,
Yeah,
nothing's died yet. Nothing's died.
bloody hell.
I just wanted to get the points for the archers here. I was like, I took a leaf out of Aaron's book, and I was like, I'll just breathy him off, get the points,
Bloody oath.
and then try and pie plate the Aaron's Jenny's unit. I go a bit weird here. I don't, and this is where I think I should have just charged the Doomseeker. You'll see as my turn unfolds. Don't really do the best I can here with the Sisters and the Woodsman. As I said in the last game, I'm not a big fan of how the skirmishes work in this game at the moment as it is. And then I do some weird stuff, but because I kind of thought I'd be able to just shoot the Doomseeker off. My plan was I'll shoot the Woodsman at the Doomseeker, and if they don't kill, because they're strength 4, if they don't kill him, then I'll just have a crack with the Bolty and hopefully kill him.
Yep.
Because as you just mentioned, it probably was a good choice not to charge. But I think in this instance, I probably should have just charged him. Because then I would have got my strength 6 at the same initiative as you.
Yeah.
And I would have, I get 4 attacks as my champs in there. But anyway, not to worry.
Good. I don't know.
You live and you learn. I'm always learning because
I want to bloody break and get run down though.
That's right too. Yeah, then you look like a real. Nothing worse than when you're the one that makes the charge and you lose and run.
In your turn, you ping pong.
And you're like, oh, that was supposed to go in my favour.
Giving away points in your turns like the worst.
So that's why. Yeah, I just played it safe.
Yeah.
Again, I'm still wounded from our last game because you pumped me. So I'm. And would you believe it? The champion dies in the Woodsman there from the DT.
Classic.
Yep.
Classic Woodsman dying in the woods.
I can save DTs like you wouldn't believe, except if it's a champ.
Oh,
gone.
Shit.
Straight away, we had a laugh when as soon as I rolled it. You were like, "Yep, sounds about right." I've literally rolled like 50 plus DTs this game already, and the only one that's died is a champ.
Yeah, it's turn 2 and your champ's dead.
Like, why do I bother plonking my own forest? I have to reread that rule. Does it say I have to put it down a forest, or I may put it down a forest?
Yeah.
Maybe I won't next time.
Difficult terrain. Bring it back.
Yeah.
No dangers.
No dangies. What am I rolling up here? So that's me pie plate. I just rolled high again. So I rolled a 9. So I didn't even need the re-roll.
Yep.
And of course you failed to dispel because I rolled so high. And how you're situated, it scatters 3 inches, but I still hit a fair chunk of them. I think I still get 4 partials and 1 full.
Yeah, it's scattered back onto them, I think. Because with the skirmisher and templates, you have to put it. It says center of the unit, but the FAQ says where it just hits the most models. So,
yep. So I still get. So these are the partials. I don't roll super high here for the wounds anyway, so it actually worked out alright. I could have pretty much deleted this unit, but I only roll two wounds. AP2, so it kills 2. You were
Getting off pretty
sweating
light.
there. You were just like,
I was like,
damn.
yeah, I know. Because as soon as I lose 2, I can't contest the hill anymore. So it's like,
Yeah.
ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I shot I breathied the archer off, so I killed him. Just did a full breathy on him. This is my woodsman shooting at the level 1 at the back. I roll heaps of hits and then just smoke him. So I was pretty happy with that decision in the end to just go over there and just wipe him out for free, basically.
Because I think he only rolled 1/6. He wouldn't have even killed my war machine there. So
No, I wasn't trying to kill it. Yeah. This is where I made the mistake, because my thought process was I'll save the bolty in case I need to shoot at the Doomseeker, but instead I shot at the Knights. I do the multi-shot, I do 3 wounds, 1 at AP2, and 2 at AP1, and I managed to kill 2.
Yep.
So I was thinking, that worked out pretty well, and then I was like, whoops, I was meant to save that for the Doomseeker.
Yeah, just for Justin.
It's like the best intentions sometimes, and you just a lapse. So then the woodsman shoot at the Doomseeker. I do 3 hits and then no wounds, just whiff it. I was like, please kill this bloody thing.
This bloody bar.
Yeah. I get the King of the Hill marker that time because we were the same distance and I had the higher unit strength. So I got the marker.
Yep.
And your turn 2.
Turn 2, here we go.
Oh, sorry, wait, the sisters. I jumped the gun
sisters,
there. Sisters shooting at the giant.
At the giant, yeah.
Yep, because he's large target, so I was like, he gets I can just see him, so I'll just pepper him. Plus, I sort of thought if I could get your giant down to, 4 or 3, like less than 4 wounds, it sort of makes him, if he goes into combat or something like that, you can sort of plink him pretty easily.
Drag him down, yeah.
But I don't do it, yeah. But the bolty misses, so the bolty bow on the high system misses again, and I don't do any wounds on the big fella. Now it's on to your turn 2.
Turn 2, here we go.
Yep. You had a crack at stopping drain magic again, but you fail.
Yeah.
And then so drain magic being up just cripples you sort of turn after turn here.
Yeah. Because
really
I pretty much
cripples you.
Have to roll whatever the spell goes off on.
Even Stevens, yeah.
A hard task.
Yeah. So Steed of Shadows you fail to cast because of drain. Gathering Darkness you fail to cast on the Dark Mage because of drain. You were just there
plus 2, minus 2, yeah.
Yeah, it was just it really hurt you. Especially because you're sort of like a semi magic heavy list, considering 500 points of characters.
Yeah.
This is one rule we didn't double check because you sort of G'd me. You were G'ing me up a bit when your Doomseeker charged the woodsman just there. And you were like, they got to rank up behind. They can't just conga. And I was like, what? And then you said, no, don't worry about it, just leave it.
Yeah.
So anyway, anyone watching or wants to comment or anything like that, let us know your thoughts. I haven't actually read the Skirmisher FAQ based on that yet, but
if they can't rank up behind.
Yeah, I think technically I was meant to rank up behind, which is something I'm going to have to be very cautious of in the future with my skirmies.
Yep. There's Big Merle getting stuck in.
Yeah, he kicks his big toe again.
Yeah, I know, he's tripping over.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, Aaron's his Empire bone grinder giant here, was his 9th age giant.
Yep, for the Empire Sunstyle.
Yeah, and every time he had a bit of a blinder of a game, like a bit of an MVP performance, Aaron painted a new tattoo on his arms, or
he's covered in tattoos.
So he's got a few tats going. We'll see as this game carries on if Aaron needs to paint another one on there.
There we go.
Yeah,
I think he's got like 6 or 7 now. He's done some pretty crazy stuff. The big fella.
Yeah. He's collecting the tats.
It's good. Yeah, that's why I really like the Renegades, because I can take him now in the Renegade Crowns. He's not just
he's a cool model,
collecting
that one that
dust.
you made him with the
Yeah,
big with the Hell Blaster as a gun. That
yeah.
was sick.
So I was frothing when the Renegade Crowns came out. I was like, oh, get him on the
You
back
were
of
as
the
soon as
table.
I hadn't even read their thing when they first came out, and you were just sending me like lists, and I was like, what's this he going on about? Because you were
Yeah,
loving
it was
it.
like Empire or something.
I thought it was just an
Yeah.
Empire list, and I was like, where's he getting all this sort of fluffy stuff from? But so now you're sort of just surrounding sort of that your left side there now as I sort of push the hill and the dragon's there. You're kind of
Yeah.
like, oh, I got to retreat a little
Yeah.
bit here.
Yeah. As the dragon comes up, I've got to hightail it out of there
Yeah.
if he's on full
You
wounds.
your level 3 tries a double summoning on the white lions, but they've got
Yep.
magic res 1 on them.
Yep.
And with drain magic,
And the drain
you fluff
magic
both of
just
those. Yeah.
I pretty much need to irresistible it, I think, to get it off.
You had to roll. You had to roll well.
Like a 10 or 11.
The cannon,
Yeah.
you then shoot the cannon, and you place it in front of the white lines, but sort of aiming at the sisters, because you kind of like, oh, if I can bounce through the lines, I can get the sisters as well.
And clean up like 8 sisters here if I can
Yeah,
plonk it.
but you roll
Yeah.
pretty low on the
Yeah.
white lines, so you
I
just
think
kill
it's
2 white lines with it.
2 lines. Yeah.
And then that's it. It sort of only goes like 4 inches or something.
Yeah.
You
that
roll
would be
really
nice.
Yeah. I was kind of hoping that it would be a bit whiffy there.
Mm.
Your archers roll 3 hits on the chariot, on my left flank, and you do 3
the
wounds.
first,
Yep. But
With
luckily
the
I
bloody
saved 2.
bones, mate. You saved 2. Yeah.
Man, when you rolled that, I was
hot.
thinking, oh, here we go. You know, some little 30-point unit of bows is going to kill a lion chariot. I was like, this Games Workshop, help, give us something. Tough 5 or Swift Stride or something.
Oh, no.
Me just having a massive sook.
They can march. They're fine. They can march.
This is the combat here with the Doomseeker. So I decided to use my hand weapon so that I strike at initiative before you.
Yep.
And I do nothing. Don't do any wounds. You do 2 wounds to me because you have a bit of a whiffy round of combat.
Yep.
And I win by 1 because I got the muso. I got the full command.
Musician.
That unit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So luckily you bounced back. So I was in a bit of a pickle there because I'd squished myself in there with the sisters. But I got lucky, and your Doomseeker just fell
I
back.
wasn't close enough to get the impact hits and stuff. So
Yeah, because you're only the 1 inch when you you were like
just
2
the
inches or something
2d3
from the charge.
attacks. Yeah.
Yeah. And you really whiffed them, so I got lucky there. That was me just testing to restrain the woodsman, because I was like, I don't want to really go back in with him if I don't have to.
Mm.
Onto my turn. My turn 3. I get another King of the Hill point there with the white lions. So this is where I guess you were a bit worried about the
the secondary mission.
the secondary. You were kind of like, oh, there's not really much I can do about. Yeah.
No, not with the dragon babysitting it. I'm like, okay, I can't really. I've just got to try and pick up points the best I can, and maybe. Yeah, I don't know. That's just one of the downsides of the list. Is like don't have big units.
Yeah, because we spoke about that. Because you were actually a bit crook when we were having this game, so you were not feeling it as it was, and then the matchup was poor, and there you were kind of like, oh man, I just might call the GG.
Yeah, I know.
And I was like, no way. I was like, you're a good player. Like you can you'll tank this, and you're like, yeah, I'll be right. I'll give it a good dig. And you persisted. I was like,
yeah.
In my head, I was thinking, I know it's a bad matchup, but
I was like, the Giants in a pretty good position. He might be able to do something. That was the one saving grace.
Yeah,
the Giant. Yeah,
and you play it. Yeah, and I knew that you'd be able, like, because you're a good player, particularly with lists like this. I was like, oh, he'll definitely be able to like make a good game of it. And I think videos like that are like for this battle rep is good viewing for some people too, because it's like a really bad matchup for you.
Yeah, sometimes an
So
uphill battle's like the best, probably the best practice game you can get
yeah.
is an uphill battle. Yeah,
So I spoke you off. I talked you off the ledge a bit there. I think because you were really
yeah,
sick, you were just like, oh, I don't want to play this game anymore.
yeah. After
And I was like, no,
partying and
mate, you're
all.
right. Get into it. Get stuck in. You're a good player. And you're like, yeah, yeah. I'm like, really pumped you up.
Oh my, oh
You're so
shit!
good, man. And then you were like, yeah, yeah, I'll bloody fight this. I'll be right.
I'll run
Um,
away a bit more. That's what I'll
yeah.
do.
So just before I just rolled Walk Between Worlds, I had to use my reroll because I whiffed it first, and then I rolled high. You had a crack
Yeah.
at spelling it, but went off. And then again, I just spoken you off the ledge, and then as soon as I got Walk Between Worlds off, you were like, oh, there's the chance.
That's right. I can't even hurt him now. I'm like, ah.
Yeah, because now I'm just like, oh yeah, I can just come out from behind the hill and nothing can shoot me.
Yeah, I'm
And
like,
you
I
were just
can't even shoot him now. I'm like, ah. GG. I'm like, call it.
just laughing. We were just laughing. It was so good. One thing you started telling me about here, and I didn't even think about it, but when you killed my lion chariot in the first turn, you said if my white lions failed their panic, I would have fallen back in good order and just
Away from the
from the
closest enemy,
doom
which was
seeker.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
And that could have
you know,
completely screwed you because then I would have just charged right through the guts of your
you'd be
army.
in me face. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to watch out for that because it's
Yeah.
just
So
a
you were sort
fallback,
of like thinking,
failed
oh,
panic now.
shit.
It's just a fallback in good order now if you're above
Yeah.
50. So sometimes
Yeah.
it'll win you a game failing that panic check. And
Mm.
yeah, because you get a
And
free
I didn't
refill at
realise
the
that.
end,
And you
which
said that
is,
to me
yeah.
then. You said that would have. You said oh, if your white line unit failed and ended up over there, you were like, oh yeah, I would have had to call the GG because I would have just like run through the whole middle of your
Yeah, it would have been
army pretty
nasty.
much. Yeah. Yep.
Because I've had games
Just
like that where you just fall back in good order into a better position and charge stuff.
yeah,
Like
you said you had that with your
yeah,
rats in one game, didn't
the
you?
rats,
Your big
the storm vermin.
storm
Yeah,
vermin unit. Yeah.
yeah. Damo lit him up with the organ gun, and then he had a unit behind me, but then I just
Yeah.
fell back in good order and charged him in the rear.
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell?
Yeah. Well, so
So,
you're just
yeah, you
obviously
gotta
setting
watch
up the mage. Again, I'm going to breathy the little archer unit.
Yeah, get the breathy
Um,
in there.
Yep, and now because I've got Walk Between Worlds, I can reserve move, so I can breathy, and then I'll start heading towards you.
Get aggressive now.
Yeah, I can get a little bit more nasty.
Because the cannons can't hurt you. And my magic's pretty much redundant with drain magic up.
Yeah, I wasn't too worried about summoning on the dragon. I was like, oh, it's
Still strength 4, yeah.
Yeah. That's the march block on the sisters. So luckily I don't fail that because I just want to sort of get out of the giants because I know he just wants to munch the sisters.
He's frothing.
Yeah, he's like that's an easy, 200 points there.
Mm.
Initially, my white lines, I've sort of shuffled them, but I fixed them up because I was like, oh no, I don't know why I moved them like that. I'll just quickly swivel them back around to face the giant. Because I'm like, all I need to do is stand there and hold the objective. Even though the giant's in the forest and he's only moved 5 at the moment, and he'll be minimised. Well,
minimised charge, yeah.
The charge, yeah. So I was like, he's going to struggle to get to me anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just fix him up because I was still like, oh, if he does get in the rear, that could be that'll just romp them. But I didn't know too, and it wasn't until this point here I didn't realise that. So we didn't talk about it. But we got the King of the Hill, but we've also got a what's it called, like a special feature in the middle of the hill.
In the middle, yeah. So that's the one where if you the closest, you roll on a table, and
that's in the tournament player pack.
Yeah, that's game 4 of this tournament. So one of them's Hatred, and there's Unbreakable is the other one, and then the other one is Magic Res 3.
Yeah.
So it is yeah, it was very beneficial to get right up on there and start bloody you're getting points to start with, and then you're getting all these additional benefits as well, like Unbreakable on that unit, or even
Yep.
Magic Res 3, but
Magic
I
Res
can't
3, I
summon
think.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And we hadn't been rolling for it up until this point because I sort of forgot about it and I didn't know it was impassable as well.
yeah,
Um,
possible, yep.
so that sort of clogged me up a little bit there with the White Lion unit. But
Yeah,
I sort of just fixed that up. I'm like, oh, okay, cool, good to know.
yeah, yeah.
um, we'll put a link in too for the tournament for those that want to check it out.
Yep.
Lists of clothes and everything, but
Yeah.
those that want to have a look at the
I'm
players pack
sure more people will be right. Maybe we'll see. You have to contact Trav. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll chuck it in. We should have said it at the start of the video. We'll put the link and everything in there. We haven't been following the tournament because Aaron only signed up quite late.
Yeah, because we changed the date. I think it was originally supposed to be in January, I want to say.
Yeah.
And he's moved it to December. So
late sign up. There, I just rolled, just gone. That big bucket of dice was all the DTs again for the sisters.
Bloody DTs.
Oh man! So I passed those. It's just a nightmare.
Yep.
Woodsman move forward. This is me rolling DTs for them. I sort of figure I'll sort of chaff the giant. So there I lost another Woodsman to the DT. I was kind of like, I'll chaff him, sort of. Get him to run if he wants to have a crack. This is something that I've found too. I used to be like really good at in 8th. I used to be really good at chaffing. And it's something I've just taken for granted in the old world. I don't know why, but this has been a good thing about watching some of the videos back. I suck at chaffing. I just don't do it right.
I don't know. A lot of stuff you can't even chaff anymore. That's half the problem, I think.
Well, yeah, I think that, and I've had a lot of lists. Like a lot of the lists I've been running prior to the Warhost, I haven't really had any chaff in the list. Like little bits and pieces of chaff, but not much.
Yeah.
So yeah, just something I noticed that I really suck at doing when it used to be like one of my really good strengths. I used to just really irritate people with my chaffing.
Yeah.
So it's something that I'm going to start to work on again. Like,
yeah, fair enough.
Just be a bit better at chaffing stuff. Because it still has a big place in the old world. It's not as effective, but it's still a big part of the game. So for those of you out there watching, don't watch my chaffing because it's not overly good.
Well, a lot of chaff now is skirmishes, and then skirmishes don't even really redirect anymore. Like people just go straight ahead.
Well, yeah, that's true. There is that too. Yeah, it's a bit weird with that. And you don't want to, like my turns were already slow as it was in this game. I didn't want to spend too much time sort of, you were already not, already feeling crook and just like get this game. Put me out of my misery. So I was like, I don't want to overdo it too much. You know what I mean? I don't want to be a dickhead about this. So, so I just did the pie. Yeah, I just put the pie plate. Goes off again on the general's unit. But luckily, I rolled really bad for the partials and only do one wound, so I only killed one of them there. Yep. Then I just did the breathy again on the archers. Killed 2 of those. They failed their panic, but just for Bygo.
Yep, because they're above 50.
Above 50, so that worked out all right. Thought I was going to pump a few more of them. The Woodsman now, there's only 4 left. They shoot at the Doomseeker.
Yep.
I hit with 2, and I do no wounds, unfortunately. This time I was like, I'll just have a single crack at the bolty at the giant. I thought about shooting at the Doomseeker, but he wasn't really threatening anyone this turn, except for the Woodsman again. But they were kind of chaff at this point anyway, really poor chaff.
Yeah, it looks really like a close charge, but it's really not. Like
it's not. By the time
he's only moved 3, -1, take the lowest. Yeah.
So even you said that, like we measured it, and it was like 6 or 7 inches, and you were like, I've got to take the lowest, so he's not really gonna.
I think I had to roll like a double 4 to get him there.
Yeah. So I just go single bolt at the giant. So I hit, but I don't wound. And then I just reserve move my dragon.
Good one.
Yeah. And here I was like, I'll just push basically just to irritate I can just go for the war machines next turn because they can't shoot me because I'm ETH.
Yep.
Yep. So that's kind of just easy, I guess.
And you're controlling more board then too, because I can't really.
Yeah. And I was real passive again this game about being aggressive with the dragon because, again, when I versed you, I was like, well, I was overly aggressive. I don't want to do that again.
I had two
Even though you didn't
dragons,
really have anything that could kill it, except for maybe the
Yeah.
giant if you rolled well, but even then he was going to struggle.
Well, if you're ethereal, I can't even bloody hurt you. So.
You can't even do anything, yeah. So I get another King of the Hill point. And this time we do roll I roll the special feature, so I get MR3 on the white lines. You had a crack at Drain Magic, but you fail again. So you were just like, oh, the pain.
Such a good spell.
This time you do roll high and you successfully cast Gathering Darkness on the Archmage, but of course the one time you got something to go off, I dispelled it with my Archmage.
Yeah.
You were just like, oh man, seriously? The giant charges the woodsman. I just failed my terror check on them, unfortunately.
Yep.
So they run away. And you just redirect into the white lines. You think, oh, you beauty, I may as well have a crack there.
I think I need like double 6 to get in there. But yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty much max with the forest. So you were just like, oh, whatever, I'll just have a dip. See how I go. And then you also declare a charge with the Doomseeker on the rear because you're like, oh, if the giant's going in, I may as well, try and throw everything in at you and do some damage to them.
That's it.
Because then I guess if you whittled my white lines down and put them under the pump, then you could come back to the center with your core and get some more objective points.
Yeah, I've still got one unit of Outriders that can contest. So, yeah. I was thinking if I can get in there and nuke them a bit, then I can start getting points back. But, yeah.
Just before you did your charges there too, you had a couple of cracks at your 2 attempts at casting Steed of Shadow on your archers. And again, because of Drain Magic, you fail both attempts. It's like, oh man, the whiff.
The whiff.
Yeah. So then you charge the Doom. So the giant, he obviously fails charging the lions, and the Doomseeker, he gets in. So you're a bit like, oh, whatever. Because if you lose the Doomseeker, you get the points back anyway.
I get the point. Yeah, I don't get points for him. So.
Yep. The archers shoot at the woodsman, but they miss. You just all have potties at the woodsman. Yep.
Here we go.
Just once you move. Sorry, you're doing the rest of your movement.
Yeah.
Jump the gun again.
Scramble town. Here we go.
A little bit. I don't know if it's necessarily scramble, but you got a very fast list, so you can readjust pretty easily. Which is all you're doing. You're just kind of like, oh, the dragon's there, so I'll just get out of his line of sight.
Yep. If I can't shoot him, I'll just move.
You can't really shoot him. Yeah. So then you move your organ gun, so I can't just charge the organ gun and then overrun into the cannon.
Yep.
And then at this point, you with your other cav on the left there, the Outriders, you're like, oh, well, the Line Chariot's pretty useless, so I may as well just have a go at him.
Have a crack, yeah. Get some points.
I can shoot at him and he can't do anything. And I was like, that's easy 125 points right there.
Yeah.
So this is you cast the summoning and the ruby ring at that Line Chariot, but both fail because I'm within your 24 with the drain.
Yep.
Which we weren't playing drain as affecting the ruby ring, but I actually checked the FAQ and it does.
It does,
unfortunately.
Yeah. Nasty.
Yeah, so that's brutal. But you failed it anyway.
Yeah.
And then you outriders shoot at him.
Yep.
This is the outriders shooting. Oh, sorry, this is the
Cannonballing
cannon
him
now.
first, yeah.
No, the outriders have had a crack, but they just whiffed.
Oh, they had a crack,
yeah, you just completely whiffed your hits on him. Cannon had a crack and hits him.
And I fuck him.
Yep, just pumped him. So I do a panic on the eagle there. That's just me rolling my panic before I moved him off.
Yep.
Just pump the
Here we go.
Yep, take my stupid proxy off the table.
The bloody cannons, mate.
The bloody
cannons.
And then I pass my panic with the eagle.
Yep.
Luckily.
Yeah, the unit's strength 5, unfortunately. Heavy chariot, so they do cause panic.
Then you're doing a summoning on the
dragon, I think, from me level 3. Yeah.
Yep. And you do 1 wound. So you rolled 12 hits, but you only rolled 1 wound.
Yeah.
Which I don't save. That's all you rolled. I just rolled. I needed a trip 5 and didn't get any of them.
Yeah. And that's me setting up my cav in like a Mongolian horse circle, so you don't drop your pie plates on them.
That's where you get a little bit janky with the skirmy rule, and because you're like, oh, he's just going to pie plate the hell out of me. So you have to get a bit creative.
Yeah.
Yep. This is the combat now. You do your impact hits. You kill 1.
Yep.
Oh, sorry, impact hits kill 2, and then your Doom Seeker attacks whiff a little bit as well, and only kill 1. So you killed 3.
Yep.
We were having a bit of a discussion here because I was talking to you about the press of battle rule, which let me think. I sort of read on a group chat a few times about how you can get your full double ranks even if it's from the rear. But we read it, and it sort of clearly states it's only if it's the back rank. So if you get charged in the rear, you only get your 1 fighting rank.
Yeah, okay. People, that's weird that they're debating that whole.
This is what they were talking about. I don't think they were debating it. They just sort of like
just sort of asking.
Interpretation of it was, yeah.
Yeah,
so,
okay.
Oops. I was like, oh, okay.
Because you might as well bait people in charging your bum then if you get your 2 ranks.
Yeah. So anyway, I just did the 6. I just did the rear attacks and killed him.
Yep.
But we just looked up the rule because I'd seen it multiple times discussed. So that's what we did it. I passed my reform and I turn around. At that point, so if I was to overrun there, which way do I run? Just straight ahead? So if I was facing the giant, I would overrun towards the giant?
Yeah, so you probably would have hit your sisters first, the way you were, because you're not drilled, are you?
No.
Nah, so you'd probably hit your sisters first.
Yeah.
But it's just straight ahead if you're with overruns. So
yeah. So I just reform and figure, well, you've sort of clustered yourself a bit there on the hill. So I was like, you can probably clear a bit of that crap out now that I've reformed.
Mm-hmm.
Another King of the Hill point for me. And this is where I try and get my good sportsmanship points back. And I said to you before we sort of started my turn, I was like, oh man, when I move my dragon, I'm going to be able to mince your general's unit with me sisters. Because you hadn't blocked them, you just had them in the open. Yeah. And I was like, as soon as the dragon moves, and because you had the little 2-man unit, so you had like your general's unit, and then you had those 2 men that I nearly killed first turn. I said just body block them with that 2-man unit, so I can't shoot you. And that's what you're doing there. You're just sort of readjusting because I was like, man, that will be GG because I'll just delete that unit as well as your mage.
Yeah.
Because I think you were sort of because you were hidden behind the dragon, and I think at first you were kind of like, oh, I'll be right, and then I was like, oh man, I'm just going to move the dragon.
Fair enough.
This was the old because you had the head cold. You were like, oh yeah, shit, that'll hurt. good thing
I
about
think in
friendlies.
hindsight, I probably needed the Knights more than the Outriders. Come it leading, not to give anything away, but because you end up pumping me Knights with the sisters anyway.
Oh, not
Because I
overly. Like
think,
I only kill a couple of them.
yeah, yeah,
I don't really. Yeah, I don't do too much to. I mean, like, yeah, if they were a full unit, again, yeah, not to give too much away, but if they're a full unit, you probably could have
mm,
done been a bit sneaky. But
yeah,
um, I think the problem there would have been that I would have just killed that. I would have got too many points because I would have just killed your general's unit.
yeah. So because I'm less than 5, you have to start distributing hits. You can put,
Yeah, and because your general's
oh
naked,
mate,
I reckon I would have just
mm,
plucked him off there. He's only tough 3. I reckon it would have been GG
yeah,
because it would have been short range. I pretty much would have hit with all of them.
mm,
Uh, so anyway, my woodsman failed to rally there after that terror bomb, and they just keep fleeing.
yep,
This is my turn. My turn. So, sorry, turn 4, by the way.
yep.
Dragon charges the organ gun, and the organ gun chooses to flee. I haven't declared all my charges.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I remember
but
looking this up because I was so war machines can. Well, it says when they break from combat and flee, they're destroyed, but they can flee charges. It's just -1 to their charge roll, flee roll.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I queried you on it
yeah,
because I don't know if it was ninth age or eighth. There was one of the two there where you couldn't flee with a
with
war
war
machine.
machines, yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah.
that was still
Ninth
in my
age,
brain. I was
yeah.
like, I thought to
Ninth age, you
myself,
couldn't flee. Yeah,
ninth. Well, there you go.
yeah,
So in my head, I was already automatically thinking that. And then when
yeah.
you were like, "Oh, I'll just flee with it," I was
Mm.
thinking, "Oh, what?"
Yeah, it's
So I
quite
looked it
cheap
up. It
because
was
because playing X Force, you can flee with
mm,
stuff and you can rally
yeah,
and move and shoot. So
move and shoot,
yeah,
which
yeah,
was why I queried it because I was like, "What? That's
mm.
insane, man! Come
Yeah.
on!"
It's just when they break from combat and flee, then they're just automatically destroyed. So
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Um. Yep. So then the White Lion unit obviously charges that Archer unit because I was like, I'll clear them out. You'll see too when I reformed there with the White Lions, I shrunk down so that I wasn't affected by that impassable special
yeah.
feature.
Mm. So my thing there
Uh,
was I was going to double flee, but obviously I rolled
yep.
snake eyes,
Yeah, yeah,
and they didn't make it far enough
yeah. So
to
you
bounce.
fled with the organ gun. So you rolled pretty well with the organ gun. It went a fair chunk there, and I
Yeah,
test to redirect into your cannon,
yeah,
which I luckily get.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah,
and
there's
then
the
yeah, that's your
snake
double
eyes for
one.
the flare.
Yeah,
I was like, oh,
yeah, yeah,
because obviously I wanted to double flare there, because then I can get the
yeah,
knights in maybe. Yeah.
yeah. Um, and
There's the dragon coming in.
that was a dragon. Yeah, so I got max range. Um, so I know like this is where we measure a bit. I think this is where having, or I like having, I always place those little corner bits on my units.
Mm,
It can seem like a little bit sort of time consuming and unnecessary at times, I guess. But this is where it actually came in handy because like we sort of moved the dragon and then
yeah,
because it was right on max range, and then we were able
yeah,
to sort of move it back and measure accurately. I feel like sometimes like um, when it's like right on the limit with sort of charges and movement and stuff, people just move their model. Um,
mm,
and then you can't really go back and like just accurately measure it. Like there's no, I know the old world says like there's no take back sort of thing like in the game of chess. But I
mm,
mean more like when someone just moves, goes, oh yep, I've got 19 inches and just plows something up, and you go, well, hang on a second, I don't actually think you did, but you've already moved
mm,
it, so you can't like accurately. Whereas there, you were able to like move it back and then sort of accurately measure, and like I was right on the 19 inches.
mm.
Um, So that's where I think something like little tools like that can be helpful on a sportsmanship level. Like it
Yeah,
allows
yeah,
you
definitely.
to, yeah, like it allows you to move your stuff and then for your opponent to look at it and go, I actually don't think that's right. And because you've still
Mm,
got the markers there, it gives your opponent the chance to go and measure it or re-look at it
mm,
and go, oh, yeah, actually you are right or you're wrong. Or whereas when you just pick something up and move it, sometimes it's like, oh, I don't think that's right, but it's too late because you don't really know where it was exactly.
yeah.
Just my thoughts. That's why I like using those markers. But again, sometimes it slows my stuff down because I'm like, I guess you could say I'm a bit pedantic when sometimes you just want
Mm,
the game to keep moving forward.
yeah.
Um, but I also just don't want it to seem like I'm trying to be dodgy or be a bad sport or anything. So I feel like if I leave markers and stuff there, I'm like, well, you can check it if you don't
It's
believe
covering
me
your
or
bases. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So the white lines catch and kill the little arch unit. I just sort of reform um, as much as I can with staying outside the inch of your units. And that's the sisters just moved up there because they're just going to pump the knights.
Hmm.
Uh, the eagle, I just bring the eagle up because you're that one unit of knights, the five up there is kind of in the flank of the white lions, and I was like, oh, it's probably not a good charge for him because you've got the impassable terrain there, but you'd still get like a disrupted type charge off. Um, but I was thinking I don't really want that to happen, so I sort of just plonked the eagle there to fully block you.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Again, me showing off my poor chaffing skills at the moment.
The bloody chaff.
Bloody chaff. That's again watching these videos back. That's something I've got to work on.
Mm. Well, at least if I charge you there and overrun, I'm hitting that impassable before anything. So,
Yeah, well, that's what I was
yeah.
because that was the max move for the eagle. I didn't really have anything left for him.
Mm.
But yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, oh well, he'll kill the eagle, but at least he'll just sort of be stuck, and my lines
Yeah.
won't be done in the flank. Because then you've only got to kill 3 lines, and I don't get to strike you back. And I was like, that'll screw me.
Yeah, that's right.
One sister dies to the TTs, of course, as me rolling the DTs again.
Classic.
And there goes, there goes 15 points of sister.
Bloody hell. That's cheap as
Bloody
chips.
DT.
15 bloody ball.
Told you, I'm just rolling
I
DTs
pay
this
14
whole game.
points.
The
I pay
whole
14 points
game
for a
rolling
bloody
DTs.
storm vermin, mate. What are you bloody on
Ah,
about?
get out of there. You get 2,400 points. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
The rats had their day in the sun, surely. That 8th ed book
Mm,
was ridiculous. Well, 7th ed
putrid.
book in the 8th ed rules.
Mm.
So did the high elves, though. I can't complain.
Always techless. Bloody
Oh, man.
techless, mate.
Strikes first, always strikes first. This is the woodsman shooting. I think woodman shot at the knights. I only hit with one.
Yep.
Um, and I wound with one, but you save. This is the sister
Yeah.
shooting at the knights now.
Yep.
The
Plonk,
bolty
plonk.
missed again, so I've missed every turn with the bolty. And I do 2 wounds at AP3 and 2 at AP1,
Yep.
and I killed 2. And that was when you were like, ugh, ouch.
Yeah, so I
Um,
can't even really kill the eagle realistically
but that would
now
have
that there's
deleted.
only. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, Dragon kills the cannon, and I pass my reform test up there with the dragon.
Yep.
So it was pretty easy. You didn't even make me roll for that one. You just took him off.
Mm.
You were like, yep, no chance there.
Top three, mate. Top three.
Yeah. And this is when I was like, oh, I reform the dragon. I'm sort of thinking, oh, do I just come back to the middle, or do I just take the organ gun? I don't know.
I
It's
was just
50-50.
praying you failed you over on there. I was like, please just bugger off.
Oh, like fail the restrain.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I got really lucky with this game. I'm aware of that. I was leadership 8 across the board, and I didn't
Yeah.
fail too much leadership 8 stuff. Like, in my head, 8 is still kind of a 50-50. Like, it's,
Yeah, it's
you know,
yeah,
and
especially
the
with no
only stuff,
reroll, it's not very reliable. It's like
yeah. So I
yeah,
do, you know, as I said, I don't know if I would take this type of list to a tournament. Well, that tournament anyway, because across 4 games, it's like, no way that'll,
you're
you
gonna
know.
you're gonna fail a lot of crucial leadership
Yeah.
mates
And this
over
game
four
against you,
games.
again, looking
Yeah.
back at it, I didn't really fail too many. So I was like,
Mm.
look, I got pretty lucky. And I actually did say, we spoke about that during the game. I said to you, look, if I failed a couple more clutch leaderships, it's a totally different game.
Mm.
Because my leadership's so low. We're going back like about a minute now, but you finally dispelled Drain Magic. You finally rolled like an 11 or
Yeah,
something. And you were just thinking, that's too little too late.
yeah, I know. He's like, you've already done all the damage. Yeah.
Renegade turn 4, and you're like, oh, Jesus. So the Knights charged the Bolty, and I think you needed max range there. You
It was
were,
a max charger, yeah.
yeah,
So I
yeah,
failed that one.
failed that.
And
You did
then
roll pretty high, but you failed it. Level 3 cast Sea Shadows on the Archers,
archers, yep.
which I don't dispel you. So this time you're opening up a bit now that your magic's come good.
Yeah.
So now you're about to steed the Arch. Well, just move them to fly them 12.
Just get him out of the way. Just, I think it's just take away the buff for you, at least for one turn. Like
Yeah,
your magic,
yeah.
yeah.
Plus, they weren't really. They're a nuisance because they're only 30 points. You sort of getting into my line like that, I sort of.
Yeah, if
Big
you're
deal.
shooting them, you're not shooting me outriders, so
Yeah,
yeah.
that's exactly what. And then you move your knights away.
Yeah,
Because
so
you
I'm just
figure
setting
if
up like a just a flea bait there. If your white lines
Yeah,
charge my
yeah,
knights, I'm just gonna flee, and then the
and then you
giants in
take me
your
away
bum
from
bum.
the objective.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and you're away from the objectives. So
yeah, that was the big thing. I
yeah,
think I knew straight away. I was like, oh, he's turned away because he's just going to flee there. If I
yeah,
charge.
yeah,
Um, so then that was your Doomseeker passes your march block with both your Doomseeker and your Giant. Doomseeker
yeah,
cops a wound though with the DT, and you were like,
yeah.
"You beauty, what can
I was
you
like, good, yeah, lucky.
kill him?"
I
Yeah,
want him to die that far. Yeah,
yeah. This is your Magic Missile on the Dragon, so you have a good crack with the summoning. You do 7
yeah,
hits and 2 wounds. I only save 1 with the triple save.
yeah.
Then you double up because I'm ethereal at the moment, so nothing else can
Only
hurt him.
magical can hurt you. So
Yeah.
summoning
Oh
it
no,
up, you never know.
No,
Yeah.
no, I'm not ETH.
Nah,
Sorry,
because
no.
you charged. Yeah. So I
Yeah,
do get
so
me
charge.
pistols. Yeah.
Yeah. Your second summoning does 7 hits and 2 wounds again, but I save both that time. Bit
Yep.
brutal. Level 1 then cast summoning, doing 12 hits on the dragon and 3 wounds.
Max win. Yeah.
Yeah, but I save them all. So,
Save them all.
yeah, way too brutal there for crit save.
Throw the sink at him and
Yeah, you throw the sink. You do another wound with the Outriders on him, shooting them. So he's down to 7, but a bit late in the game, I think, to be doing little bits.
just
The
reserve
only other thing
moving
you do,
away from your shooting. That's
yeah,
about it.
and your archers do
Yeah.
shoot sisters, but they don't do any hit. You just whiff your hits.
Yep.
Just completely whiffed them because you needed 6s, I think, moved and skirm.
Yep.
And I get another King of the Hill token there. And I roll up Hatred from the special feature.
Ooh.
So I kept rolling Magic Res, and then I rolled that one. I got a Hatred on. My turn 5. That was me rolling Drain Magic. I re-roll it because I'm thinking I'm charging anyway, so I can't cast any other spells. But I fail it with the re-roll as well.
Yep.
So fail it with the re-roll, and then I declare a charge on the organ gun because I'm like, I'll just try and get rid of it. I'm there now, I may as well get the points, you know what I mean? There's no point me sort of changing my strategy now.
I failed me terror check, so that made decisions easy. So that one.
I think you passed it, and then you just fled because you were like, oh, at least that'll
fled?
force
Yeah.
me off the board. Yeah. You're
Yeah.
like, at least It was quite clever because, yeah, I didn't consider that. Because if he stayed there, I could have just killed it and then reformed, but that just caused me
Reform,
to
yeah.
go off the board.
Yeah, because you add your fly
Yeah,
to your dice roll.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I chose not to Swifty because I was trying to not run off the board, but I was pretty much like 10 inches away from the board edge anyway, I
Yeah.
think. So,
Yeah, it was pretty close there.
yeah. Woodsman failed to rally again. So that was the only leadership that I kept whiffing, which wasn't a huge deal. Like it's points, but I kept whiffing their rally.
Yeah.
So I did the rally there, asked about because I think I was meant to do that in the start of turn sub phase. Sister's coming out now because I'm like, I want to, because your little Doom Seeker was within range there. He was being a bit cheeky.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, he could definitely do some damage to the sisters there.
Yeah, get.
He'll kill so many. I was like, I don't want that to happen.
Oh,
I was like, yeah, I'll get the stand and shoot, but I was like, Aaron doesn't care about that because if I kill him, it's
yeah.
like,
I
get
want
out
him
of
to
there.
die, that bugger.
Yeah. So I move them out, and of course, one drops to DTs. Here's me rolling more DTs.
Bloody
those
DTs. Get rid of them. Get rid of them.
So one drops there. I was just like, oh man, again, get out of there. And I put the Woodsman in as well because I was like, oh, I might have a plink at, oh matey, I'll have a plink at the Doomseeker with the Woodsman and just knock him off, get him out of there. Get him out of there. Now this is where I've written in my notes that I had a shocker with chaffing. You'll see. Everyone will see. Just bad chaffing all day. For starters, I had my Warliners lines in no man's land, so they're only 36 points worth of chaff, and I didn't even bother using them.
Just do it. Arsing
I
around
didn't
over
know
there.
what I had, yeah. I had my cool little, line proxy that I painted well, so maybe I didn't want it to die because it looked good. I don't know.
Don't know.
So here I haven't I've only ever versed your giant in your orc and goblin, your squig giant,
Mm.
and he's not too bad. Whereas I've never faced a bone grinder giant, and I
So
severely
he's like a
underestimated.
normal giant, but on steroids, pretty much.
Yeah. So you can tell that I never really asked you what he does in combat or anything like that because I'd already been a bit fluffy with my turns in terms of time wasting and asking you lots of like tactical questions and stuff. So
Mm.
I was kind of like in my head, I'm like, oh, he won't be able to do that much, really. I don't think.
Yeah, there's he rolls on a chart, and it's some are whiffy, some are really good. So it's kind of a who knows what he really does. Yeah, he does have D6 plus one stomps, which is like
yeah.
nice,
But I was even like, oh, if I've got, if I throw 10 line attacks at him, I'm probably going to kill him potentially. I don't know. So I wasn't. Yeah, I didn't think too much about it. I was just like, oh, whatever. Like I wasn't too scared of him. Basically, is what I'm saying. Like I wasn't too. I underestimated his potential output.
He does get to go first against you. That's the one thing you sort of underestimated, I think.
Yeah,
if I charge
that's
you.
something. Yeah, that's something else I'm getting used to with the white lines. Like if they don't get the charge off, the fact that they can't strike at initiative as a high elf, oh man, it burns me deep inside. Like I know I'm a high elf, so I whinge about a lot of rules and stuff, but that one hurts my soul.
The initiative
Because I
bonus,
just think, yeah, like we get, the points are so high on them because Games Workshop love a good initiative tax, but they just don't get to take
Don't
advantage
get
of
to
that.
use the bastard, yeah.
Yeah, so that kills me, and I still haven't grasped that concept that the white lines just can't really take a charge, like they shouldn't be taking charges. But yeah, that's just something to learn.
Fair enough.
Sisters shooting at the knights again.
So they plinked one off,
Bolty
and the
misses.
woodsman shoot at the
Yeah,
bone
and the
grinder.
woodsman
Yeah.
shoot. Yeah, woodsman shoot at the Bone Giant because I actually decided not to shoot at the Doomseeker. I'm like, oh, I don't. If I can help not killing him because this is turn 5, I was like, that'll be good.
Some points there.
No wounds. Bolty did a single shot at the Bone Giant. I think I've already rolled that, yeah, and I actually managed to wound him. So I did 2 wounds on him. So again, with him only having 4 wounds left now, I was like, oh, the Lions can easily take him. And what I really needed to do there, so this is where I said I chaffed really poor with the Eagle. I needed to angle the Eagle and angle the White Lions so that your overrun meant that I could countercharge you with the White Lions, basically.
Yeah, you want to charge me. Yeah.
Yeah. But I sort of thought in my head, look, I've wasted enough time this turn. And I thought to myself, if he goes in there with the Giant, I'll be able to kill him. That was my thoughts. So I get another point for the King of the Hill, and I roll Magic Res. As you see, we've turned over into Aaron's turn 5. The Giant charges the Eagles.
Charges the Eagle, and then I charge the Knights into the Lions, because if I overrun with the Giant, I get to crack with the Giant. So
which is...
And then the 3 other Knights charge your bolts, or they push your Woodsman off and then they redirect into the Bolty. So worked out pretty well there.
Yeah, I as I said, underestimated. So you cleaned up some points there. You got rid of the Woodsman, as you said. Level 1 targets the Sisters with the Ruby Ring here, and I just use my evasive.
Evasive out of harm's way.
Yeah.
Good one. Yeah.
And you sort of did it. You even just said, I just did that to at least so they can't shoot at anything next turn.
Just force you away,
Yeah. Just get them out of there. You were expecting me to do that, so you were just like, get rid of them. Again, I have to roll these DTs. I think I'll just roll DTs and just...
You should just give me 1 every time. Don't even bother rolling. Just give me 1.
Yeah, I reckon I should just do that. Save time. I should just go, I'll just take 1 off every time I walk through a wood.
I know. I do that sometimes. I'll just give you 5 if I have to roll 30 dice. I'll just give you 5.
That's a good call.
Do you want 5 or I can roll?
It's easy for me though, because that's normally your undead army or something like that. So you're like, I'll just res them up next turn.
Just res them back anyway.
I'll just take them off for you. The Lion Chariot has to do his leadership there. I actually pass it because I get the re-roll with Valor.
Yeah, because it still counts as a flee, so you have to panic. Yeah. With that.
So both the Woodsman and the Lion Chariot have to use their re-roll there with Valor, which is a bit of luck. The archers shoot at the Woodsman, and they kill one.
Nice. Look at that.
Yeah.
Bloody beauty. Like, hitting on 7s too. Bloody beauty.
Yeah, I know. It's like, what?
Thanks for coming. Then a reserve move out of harm's.
Your archers had a good little blink every now and again for a little 30 point
they're cheeky. Yeah.
Everyone loves seeing like a really cheap throwaway unit do a bit of damage to something high cost. It's like...
Yeah, I love it.
You're like, get him.
Cop that. There's the Mongolian horse circles again.
Yeah, you still kept that up. You knew the dragon was going to come back on for 1 turn, and
he can put the pie plate down when he comes on.
Breathy pie plate. So you weren't too worried about that, but just prepped for it. This is combat. So the Eagle did get to go first because you were only charged an inch, and surprisingly, the Eagle actually had half decent initiative. Don't do any wounds, but you roll your little thing and you do D6
on the chart
hits or something like that. Yeah.
I think it's like thump with club or something. The big brutal strength 10-1.
Yeah.
Just thumped him.
Just thumped him. Painful, man. Painful.
Thump. Yeah, would have been a dragon. Would have been nice. Because it's strength. I think it's like strength 10 AP3. I want to say that thump with club.
Yeah. And then you overrun into the White Lions. The Knights go first at the White Lions. They kill 2. And then the Horsies kill 1.
Yep. So good start. Good start.
Yeah. I was like, ouch. And then this is when you roll Crush Underfoot.
Probably the best result going. Oh, no.
Here we go. As As soon as you read it out, I was like, "What? No
It's
way!"
karma, bro. You've been putting templates on me all game, and then I'm like, ooh, here it comes. I
I
get to put
wasn't
one
putting
on you.
strength seven
Here
templates
it
on you.
is.
It's like, cop that.
Here, here it
Oh
comes.
man.
Look
Man,
at
as soon
me
as you
getting
read
all
it out,
giddy.
I was like,
Oh,
what? I was thinking like I even said to you during the game when you rolled this, I was like, oh, I was thinking at most you might, like do D6 hits or something like that. I was
yeah,
like, when it was like auto hit strength seven, I was like, oh man.
yeah. I rolled real hot with the partials too. I think,
Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
yeah, you did. Yeah, you rolled. You pretty much only missed with
yeah.
one, and I was
One
just like,
miss,
oh
one
god.
partial. Yeah,
Yeah. And then so you kill nine. You didn't roll any ones.
yeah. There's the
And you killed
partials.
nine.
Yeah.
Oh man, I was just like, whoa. So
Oh no.
bit of an eye opener for me there. As I said, like if it was a bit of a tournament game now, having learnt that lesson, I should have just walked the white lines around the back of the hill for the secondary.
Yeah,
Um, but it doesn't matter. I thought I could take them, and I chaffed you poorly, so I caught the consequences of that.
yeah.
Got to up me chaff game.
There it is. The
And
pipe.
then yeah, because you were then reading out the other things that the giant could do. Because I was just like, man, that hurt. That really hurt. And you
All
were
the
like
other
reading
ones
up.
wouldn't have. Yeah,
Yeah,
like the
I was
three
like,
and four's like an initiative test, and I was like, well, that would have done nothing to you because you're
yeah,
initiative 4. And then the other one was like just like picks a dude up and stuff. So
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I rolled the best result there. Rolled the one.
Yeah, that's what yeah. So you did say that, and I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, look, you could say that it could have gone either way, but at the same time, it's still a poor sort of tactical
Mm,
risk that I
yeah.
sort of didn't take. So there I just was like, I'll just roll on the knights, try and kill the knights to get the points.
Yep.
So I kill the two knights because I was just like, oh, screw it all. You know, the giants still had 4 wounds left, it would have been. Luckily there for your thunderstorm, you only rolled one, and you
Yep.
killed two. So I was like, oh, so I do get a little bit lucky here in the grand scheme of it.
Because I didn't roll
Where
it
I,
high enough to bloody chase you
yeah,
down too. Yeah.
yeah, because I rolled six with my Fabigo and you only rolled three. So in the grand scheme of it, the fact there was two left and I Fabigoed and then you didn't catch me and there's only one turn, I was like, oh, okay, well, something that was
Mm.
initially bad luck. I was like, look, it could have been, you could have killed the whole unit.
Could have
Um,
got got unlucky not to
yeah,
get everyone there.
yeah. So I was kind of like, look, bit of luck balanced out a little bit there, a bit of bad luck, but then a bit of good luck.
Mm. But yeah,
um, so then I just go into marching column. You were just like, oh yeah, I was like, you could just go into marching columns and run away, basically.
it's 15 out of there. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, just because it was last turn, I was like, you kill the bolty with your knights, obviously. They just destroy them. Here I am just
Yeah.
cleaning up a massive dead pile this turn.
Yeah. It's always turn 5 and 6. Get the bloody point.
Yeah, yeah. Um, trying to think. Oh, yeah. Righto.
Mm.
So this is your turn 5.
So I think your last
Oh,
turn, your turn
sorry, my
6 when
turn
we.
6. Yeah. We
Yeah.
just went through. Yeah, my bad. Disorientated myself. So now it's just a bit of scramble from me. I think I um pretty much just move the dragon up because I'm just going to try and get the points on your general's unit, kill as much as I can
Yep.
there. And then the rest of the points I'm just going to try and hide from your shooting and your magic missiles. I do try drain magic, which goes off, which I was like, yep, sweet. Because at least that'll stop some of your magic missiles next turn.
Yeah,
You
I
try and
can't
plink
get
some.
lucky and plink some points. But yeah,
You look at you, turn 5, turn 6, taking the points again.
that's it. It's
It's
just,
a
yeah, it's hard because,
good setup.
yeah, all that setup coming in clutch.
Yeah, you just toiled away. I think quite well because as I said, um, early in the game, you were feeling a bit like, oh, this is a real uphill battle. Um,
Mm,
but then you just toiled with it as much as you could, and you
yeah.
minimised
'Cause,
what I
yeah,
could. I think it's quite good. So there
because
it goes,
after
Martin
that,
Con.
yeah, after King of the Hill, it's kind of like, oh, I'm probably going to be 800 or 1,000 points down again. I'm going to have to
Yeah,
try and, yeah.
I think you minimise that even. Like you minimise the
Mm,
amount I took on that because you just sort of pressured the hill, but with
yeah.
the big fella. And then I just put the Lion Chariot in front of the White Lion unit there just to save those few points
Yeah.
if I can. And I just stay away. I'm just measuring from your Doomseeker. I don't want him to be able to charge anyone. I cast Convocation on your. Um, so I used my reroll there. I didn't write it down, but I used my reroll there to get Drain Magic off. Because I must have felt that was more important to try and stop you from. Because I didn't get to choose a reroll on the Fiery Convocation,
Yeah.
so it fails.
You didn't want me um, summoning
Getting
your
the
white
white.
lines. Yeah.
Yeah. Then I just kill one with the breathy, so I needed one more to get the half points on them. Unfortunately, I do this. Yeah, I did this a bit arse about. I now move the sisters because I'm like, oh, I'll try and shoot that archer unit off again just to get 35 points. I may as well have a crack.
Yeah.
I just throw everything at them, so I just shoot the woodsman and the sisters at your archers. So I think this is the. Yeah, that's the sister unit first. So the bolty missed again. I didn't hit once the whole game with the bolty.
Shocking.
Hitting on trees, yeah. Bit of bit of whiff. I managed to kill them anyway. I managed to
Mm,
do most of the wounds on them. I think the woodsmen are having their last
polish them
clink at
off.
them.
Yeah.
Yep. Again, just collecting 35 points. There he goes. Only one wound needed. So I get rid of the
All that
archers.
dice rolling for 35, buddy.
Yeah. Got it tight, man. I was like, oh
I know
look,
you need them.
it turned on me a bit there, yeah. So I was like, gotta fix this up. And then this is your turn 6, and there's not too much you can do really. You try and stop drain magic, which you
No,
fail. Fail to stop drain magic, and then yeah, you just call the GG there because there's nothing much more you can do.
not worth miscasting or whatever. So that's it.
So
Yeah.
yeah, having a look at the points, got the points up. In terms of VPs, straight out VPs, because this is where you were sort of like, oh, you gave me a bit of a hiding there. But in terms of straight VPs, you got 723 off me.
Yep.
Um, and I only ended up getting 617 off you. So if it was just a straight pitched battle, um, I think you did really well, considering that was a
Yeah.
really tough matchup for your list and for 4 turns of the game. You basically your magic. I neutered your arc, your
Yeah.
wizard.
One of my all my range damage threats were kind of neutered a bit with the
Yeah.
drain magic. Yeah.
So I think in terms of straight kill points, yeah, and that's what I was saying to you, like back in turn 2 or turn 3, where you were sort of feeling a bit deflated. I was like, oh, you're a good player though. Like you can definitely work me over in this game. I mean, the giant was a little bit of a. You kept calling it a bit of a Hail Mary, like just a bit of a
Mm.
have a crack. But it worked out, and it was relatively low risk. I don't think it was a high risk move. Could have gone either way. Like, yeah, I could have killed the giant, but that's
Yeah.
combat, right? Combats are always swingy.
Yeah.
But then obviously, yeah,
That's
like
it.
if we count King of the Hill, well, I obviously had it for 7 turns, and you had it for the one, so that swings it back in my favour, but not by a huge amount. Um, I don't think so.
Yeah. Well, what are they worth? Does anyone know? What are they?
The King
100
of
a
the
turn.
Hill. I think it's
Yeah,
100. Yeah, 100. So
100 a
technically, I only
turn.
got
Yeah,
700 from it. I'll have a look
yeah,
at the match play again, but I think it's
yeah,
100 per turn. So I had it for 7, and you had it for 1. So still relatively close overall, considering
yeah. Well, it's definitely
the
worth
match.
getting on there. Yeah.
Yeah, and the matchup was in my favour, and the King of the Hill was in my favour. So I think he played really well.
Yeah.
And I just played somewhat like I just didn't want to get bloody towed like last game. I wanted to at least make a game of it. So
Got a good
I was a
showing
bit
on. Yeah.
yeah, a bit floofy with some of
Yeah.
my moves and some of my decisions, but
Yeah.
I think it was all right.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Um, but otherwise, other thoughts on the game? It's obviously
Um,
we put it
I
out there.
think,
We said at the start of the
yeah,
game, your next game that we're going to do. Hopefully, Aaron and I will record that in the next couple of days. But it's against
yep,
Dylan.
yep.
Um, and Aaron pivots to having a crack at the Orc and Goblin under that same comp to sort of decide
Same
on what list
comp,
he's.
yeah. I'm sort of just fluffing around with different lists lists under this comp, see what I can do.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So you obviously didn't feel great at the end of the game when we were sort of talking about it. You didn't feel great about the Renegade Crown, the Renegades.
nah, not. I think
You were
it's
just
just this mission. I was like, oh, this list, especially if it's game 4, and if I'm sitting all right, you want to do well in game 4. Is this list? I don't think it can compete against King of the
yeah,
Hill. So I was a bit
yeah,
like, oh, yeah. So I went back to the drawing board to think of a list that can sort of compete for this sort of mission. So yeah,
yeah, yeah. I think that's pretty much where you're at the end of that game. Like it was cool to see the Renegade Crowns come out and have a good run. Like you didn't do horribly. You did them some respect, but yeah, the matchup was tough
I
and
think
high elves are a
they're
mid tier
high elves.
sort of
I think
army.
they're about they're in the same
Like,
sort of. I'd
not
say
against
they're in the
Cathay
same
or
tier list. I reckon these buggers they're
yeah,
pretty
that's what I mean.
evenly
Like
matched.
I
Yeah,
think you were thinking, oh, if I come up against like Beastman or Cathay, or it's going to be real tough.
with this,
Whereas
yeah,
against the higher end. So, and
or
I think
undead. I think
throughout
undead
the
will flog me.
game,
But
you would have
yeah,
no chance against undead.
nah, it's yeah.
You would never move the grave. You would do nothing to the unit of grave guard. It just
Nah, I put even the bone grinder can't go in there because he just come bring. They just come back. So
they just keep coming back and they just pump out the
yeah,
attacks.
yeah,
Um, but in terms of my game, I sort of spoke about it throughout the game. Like it was just, um, you know, being a bit indecisive at times. I think I did. Like I was really happy with my first 2 turns, how much I stopped you from being able to do much damage to me, and then I took the hill, and you'd basically done hardly any damage to me.
mm,
Um, but my chaffing was crap. Um,
yeah.
and then my just sort
Well,
of risking it with the bone grinder. That's
underestimating the bone
sort
grinder.
of
Yeah,
yeah. You
yeah.
basically have to be in the old world now, like at the moment where the game stands, and you think that's like a behemoth or a monster. You just have to assume that they're going to do lots of damage to infantry.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah,
underestimate. They're just made to kill. So, but a good game. I enjoyed it. Like it was a
yeah.
bit chess-like. Like there was a lot of fiddly movement by both of us. A lot of but
A lot
I
of
enjoyed the game.
skirmishes, but yeah, a lot of
Yes.
skirmishing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. So,
but yeah,
but anyway, yeah. On to the next one. As I said, we'll pump that out. Hopefully, the battle with you and Dylan,
mhm.
um, and that'll be good fun too. Love a bit of battle rep action.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So thanks again, guys, for joining us. Hopefully, you enjoyed that battle rep. Something a little bit different. And next game, no high elves. So
And the crowd boos,
yeah,
boo.
nah, they love it. Get rid of the high elves. They're over it. Sick of seeing them. So yeah, it'll be good. It's a bit of a change up. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So I haven't watched it
That'll be
back
good.
yet. So I've only
Beauty.
heard what you're
Looking
telling
forward
me.
to it.
So yeah,
Yeah.
thanks again, guys. Yeah, please give us like, subscribe. It goes a long way to give us a bit of recognition for the videos, for the work we put in, and sort of gets us out there. We love it. We love it.
Beauty.
Thanks again, Holly.
No worries, mate. Thanks for the game.
See you guys.
See you, mate.
Triple H.
Oh,
Uh,
shit.